And what the Lord is speaking is about to come to pass, man. Like what else is coming to pass? Look at this. All right.
Russian substations in western Kursk. Russia claims to be making significant advances in eastern Donetsk in Ukraine. In the latest, the
Let
Russian
the
military claims
let the
to
weak
have
say I am
captured
strong.
the Volchesh settlement in eastern Donetsk region over the past 24 hours. It targeted personnel and equipment in 127 regions, resulting in the destruction of a Ukrainian Sukhoi 25 fighter jet. Russian Air Defense Forces say that they
Yeah,
shot
because that's another thing. Although this war against Russia and Ukraine is only mentioned when they want to bring it out for their use. All right, where it seems beneficial towards the U.S. or the elites using it. This is still ongoing. All right, these wars, as far as with the Houthis, the Shiites, the Muslim world united against Israel and America, this is still ongoing. All right. North Korea, South Korea, China, Taiwan, and Thailand, and America's influence. This is still ongoing because it's prophecy. It's going to keep on going until it ends. All right. So they're just merely fulfilling prophecy at this point, man.
the northwestern Volyn region near the Belarus border. He was seen walking past dugouts accompanied by the military. Though Russia's forces have gained ground in recent months, neither Russian or Ukrainian forces have managed to swing the conflict in their favor. The last escalation comes
Because the next escalation is just going to be more different nations joining into the war. All right. That's what's going to be the transition of these things coming to pass, man. All right. Uh, yeah, this is Jeremiah 49:20. It says, therefore, hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh that he had taken against Edom. All right, because those those that call themselves of the Jewish today, which are Khazarian, all right, those who are of the actual Jewish ancestry. I'm not talking about the converts that they have joined, because that's the another ongoing confusion they've created. That are you a convert or are you a Jewish by blood, or are you Jewish by your by religion? Which there is no such thing, man. The word Jewish it's an offset of the of Judean, which is Yahweh, Judah, all right, which would be Jew, not Jewish. It's supposed to be short for Judah, which is of the three tribes, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, but mainly of the tribe of Judah, the southern kingdom. All right, they are the top tribe of Edom. They call themselves the Jewish today. All right, really it goes by your father's heritage, not your mother, which is another lie they push. And hey, they are the top tribe, and the rest of you so-called white people, if your lines don't go back, if your father's line doesn't go back to Israel or any other nation, then guess what? You're more than likely an Edomite by heritage. That's the original descendants of those people. They call themselves white or Jewish today, or Turkish, Scandinavian. The majority of you are Edomites. All right, far as in bulk, aside from the diaspora of Israel or different nations mixing, that is who Edom is today. And his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Because it's like I said, the end all be all is that they're going to push that button, man. But they started this war. They started the wars. They started all wars. All right? They've been trying to get into Iran for a hot minute. That's why they started attacking Iran. But they don't want that smoke, man. That's because it's really the smoke of the Lord. And when all these nations come together, it's gonna be it. It's gonna be a closed casket. It's gonna be closed curtains on this place, man. All right. But yeah, those Ukrainians, hey, the prime, what is it? The prime minister, the president of Ukraine. He's a little head himself. You know, cross dressing, freak of nature, man. Um, yeah, this is Ezekiel 38:3. It says, "And say, thus saith the Lord God, the Most High, behold, I am against thee, O God, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn back and put hooks, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army," which that goes into the Cold War, because once America and Russia were no longer allies anymore, what happened? All right, you had this Cold War where they were against America, and they were basically trying to get power. They were trying to get their land, shit, that land Ukraine back. I believe was one of the, I forget the other reasons, but I know that was one of the reasons why they were trying to they were coming against America. All right, because America had always been trying to get Ukraine and be in Russia's backyard. Which is why they did that, as well as you know, America, not America, but Russia. Basically, they wanted that same USSR power back, man. But hey, the Lord didn't want it for that time. That's the reason why America was on top. But now that America's plummeting downhill, He's putting the spirit back on Russia to be an enemy with America again. Because what the Cold War ended like early '90s, late '80s. But it was always that tension was always still there because the Most High was setting it for this time to where America is going to be against Russia and Russia against America, and they keep saying it. Keep on saying that officially that America is an enemy. All right, these nations are starting to say it. They would kind of voice it like, "Oh, stupid Americans," or say shit like that. But now they're actually presenting these things that they're declaring war, such as North Korea said that it was going to declare war on America. All right, and they're speaking these ill-gotten words, man. They're talking big. They're talking tough. All right. It says, "I will put hooks. I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen." And you've seen the horsemen and all the firepower that was just in that last video, that clip that I showed, man. Hey, uh, although it's like an ongoing war with Ukraine and Russia, because Ukraine is only surviving because of all the aid that is being sent into them. But aside from that, Russia got some upgraded weaponry, man. Not to mention all these other nations that are gonna join hand in hand with Russia to protect their financial assets, man. All right, all those that have become of the BRICS nations. All right, all those different countries that are joining and banding together. Because this is, aside from it being on an economical standpoint. From an economical standpoint, it's also on it's also on a yeah. Aside from it being on an economical standpoint, it's also on a state of morale. The issue that these different nations have with America, man. All right, which is gonna gear up this war, and all of them clothed with all sorts of armor and a great company of with bucklers and shields. All of them handling swords. All right, which they all have their different defense systems or whatever, which is what that goes into, man. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them all. So, hey, this is what's going to happen. Sooner or later, you're going to have a lot of those, the Hamitic nations. Reason why I mentioned the BRICS, man. You're going to have a lot of Hamitic nations that's going to join hand in hand with Russia. All right. Yeah, this is Joel 3:9. It says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near, and let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords," which is what Russia was doing. Instead of putting their money into agriculture, they were funding it into war. Funneling into war. I remember I had even seen this one show. They were scoffing, and she was like, "The economy is terrible." She's supposed to be Russian because the majority of their resources were going towards building up a masculine nation again, man. Reason why they were pushing it in Russia, and America had an issue with that, being basically against same-sex marriage and having to push a population, man. Because come on, man, how you gonna get a baby out of two dudes or two chicks being together, man? That's just common sense. But on an emotional standpoint, where you have to be emotionally intelligent with these people, what they call it nowadays. They look at you as stupid when you have something to say about these things, man, because it doesn't support their narratives, and that's really all it is. It's not the simple fact that they can't get over it, but yet they don't view that as stupidity, man. No, man. America don't want to keep its its business to itself. It wants to be nosy in everybody else's business. Whether it be like with the different Hamitic nations that's against that. They always got something to say, all right? Because they had something to say against those different countries in Africa, who were against the same-sex marriages and the Rainbow Brigade, man. But you can't get a strong nation out of that. And what's proof of that? Look at what's happening to America. It's become weak, all right? And it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, for there will I visit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come and get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. This is the time of judgment. This is a time of judgment. Armageddon, which is the Valley of Troops. All right, multitudes in the valley of decision, which is that's judgment, because the Lord is about to judge them according to everything that they've done, is near in the valley of decision. All right. So, hey man, we see these things come to pass. So you can't tell us that this ain't the end. You can't tell us this ain't the end, man. All roads leads to the sea hip, and then all roads lead to austerity measure and a World War III. So with that, I'm going to end this lesson off and give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rechakodash, Shalom, and Abba Babal.